The hot summer nights, we can just sit around and eat melons. If we go to a party or anything, we'll have a melon.
See, in the UK, we normally take 6-pack of beer.
Yeah, that's good as well.
These melons take around 2 months to mature. As each field is planted at a slightly different time, production can last for up to 6 weeks. And today's job is to test if this field is ready for a first harvest.
You hear that?
I heard that.
That's
You just like put the knife in and it's hot, ready.
That means it's full of water and it should be really ripe.
Wow. Oh, look at that different contrast in colour. You can see it's rich, full of juice. So what's the test?
It's called a panometer.
A panometer.
Yeah.
OK, and that tested it's ready to go?
Yeah.
And how do you do it? So I stick this in.
Stab it into the flesh.
To be juicy enough for picking, the pressure needs to be over 2.5.
We've got 3.5, which is perfect for export.
So the pressure on that is good.
Good.
The colour looks amazing. Now it's got a hole in. Someone's going to have to taste it to see if it's OK, aren't they? When you bite, there's crunch, there's texture. There's a whole new level of, like, sunshine sweetness.
With the test and flavour coming back positive, Shelley's team of pickers can swing into action with an extra worker for the day.
I absolutely love high-vis. If I hadn't been a chef, I reckon I could have rocked one of these.
Helping us out is this mega purpose-built rig, a series of conveyor belts that carry the melons up onto a mobile packing area. We've just got to locate them in the thick vegetation first.
Now I've got to find me melons.
But despite their size, they're not easy to spot.
And it's amazing. You've got to, like, dig right deep down in them to find them because they are properly hidden. How much fruit do we get from each plant?
3 to 4 melons per plant. This is the first harvest, and then we can harvest another 3, maybe 4 times on the same field.
I can see one. It's a good one. And then gently onto there. See you later, bub.
Even though the field is producing fruit, we can't just pick every melon. Pickers have to train their eyes to seek out that special toad skin texture.
So you can see that this one is not ripe, but this one, all those white lines have come through. That kind of cracked skin is more like a toad skin.
I love being part of a team. Whether it's in the kitchen or out in the field, as melons get passed from picker to picker in what's starting to feel less like farming and more like a game I know.
They're passing them around like rugby balls.
Look like you're enjoying yourself.
Quite therapeutic. Whoa, whoa. Nearly hit him in the face.
It's a tough day's work in the heat, so I've swiped a ripe melon to make a refreshing snack.
I want to create something that absolutely celebrates the best thing about this melon, that juicy, refreshing flavour that you get. So I'm going to make a granita.
A granita is a semi-frozen dessert, like a fancy slushie, that I'm serving with ginger sugar cookies for a bit of extra crunch.
Now, a granita, unlike an ice cream, is frozen using syrup. And granitas, you don't need an ice cream machine. You can just kind of set it in your freezer, but it's a really lovely way of making a refreshing frozen dessert. I'm going to start off by making the syrup. Now, this is water just into a pan, and obviously every syrup needs sugar. So I'm just going to whisk together the sugar into the water on a really, really low heat. Just want that sugar to dissolve. Now into that, I'm going to add the juice of 1 lemon. A handful of 2 different types of herbs. Some basil. Basil is amazing when you use it in desserts. A mint, it goes so nicely with melon. Roughly chop the herbs up. They go into the syrup. And then the next thing that goes into that is our melon. It's such a great sound, that. It's kind of like a sense of relief that the melon's going, God, thank God for that. All that juice can come out now.
Remove the seeds and cut the flesh from the outer skin.
I'm going to chop this melon up quite small and stick it in the syrupy pan with the herbs.
Then blend it all together until it's almost smooth with a bit of texture. Remove the fluffy bubbles from the top, which you don't need. Pour the melony syrup mixture into a container, put on a lid and put it in the freezer for around 4 hours. But don't forget about it. You're going to be checking up on it every hour to break up the crystals and make sure it doesn't freeze solid.
Right, to go with my melon granita, I want a bit of contrast. I want something else. I want a bit of crunch. I want texture. So I'm going to make a biscuit. Well, actually, I'm going to make a cookie. I love cookies. I love that kind of crisper outer shell, softer, gooier centre, and it will work so well with that lovely freshness of the melon if you put a bit of spice into it. Plain flour. Into that, I'm going to put the grated zest